It's Three the Hard Way. With DJ V Dollar, Miss Di, and Model Citizen J. It's RTJ the Podcast.
What up? What up, people? What's good? It don't look like it's Thursday.
Nah.
It looks like we done did it again. And now we on Friday. But that's just today, y'all. Don't get worried. Again, Thursday is still the regular day. It's just today. A lot was going on all this week. You know, we just couldn't get right for yesterday. So we here. We didn't want to leave y'all hanging. You know, we came back last week. We didn't want to leave y'all hanging this week. So we here. Full effect. We got the roses in the background that was probably sent from the lovely wife to Miss Dom, and she's showing off how great of a connection that they have and putting the rest of us to shame because obviously we don't got nothing to show right now.
No, I'm not. I just put them in a good spot.
Right in the camera.
Right in the camera.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happened though. No. Actually, I got it. Hear me out. Last week, she had the booty do backdrop on the door. Right. She got in trouble for showing her ass to the entire
True
world.
Indeed.
She bought the flowers to show us, do you think wifey would like these as an apology? Let me put it on the camera. Let's get the vote from the people. And if they say yes, she gives the flowers to wifey. I got it.
This is a subliminal apology. This is a my bad, y'all.
Yeah, it is. Live on air. She's going to apologize live on the internet.
But now, tell us what really happened.
Because if we ain't see it, it didn't happen. You know, that's how it goes.
Yeah, true.
My backdrop is still very present. It's actually literally right here next to me. That's number one. Number two,
on the bed.
Gift from my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they look very nice right here because when I make my videos, it's a perfect little corner.
Little setup for the ambiance.
So what videos are we speaking of?
Right.
Because with
what
you,
other videos do I make?
It can go left, it can go right. We don't know. That's clarification. That's
B Dollar, you talking about
the good videos?
I don't know. Videos. Behind the scenes, there was a lot of scissor talk. I don't know.
Oh, because I remember you was talking about
Scissor the artist. You brought it up, nigga. No.
I mean,
oh man, y'all know it's weekly. We got to mess with the sis every week. You know, it's guys.
It's what big bros do.
It's one right now. We got to get ahead while we can because normally we out here just struggling in these streets. City girls is always winning. But nonetheless, it's a good Friday. I do want to start off respectfully and say a happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. I got a couple that I know personally in the family and close friends, might as well call them family as well. So definitely want to shout y'all out, give it a just do on today. Thank you for the service, for trying to do what y'all do to keep us safe out here so we can come on here and do what we do, acting the goddamn fool. They fighting for our freedom just so we can come on here and do shit like this and look at the booty backdrop. But nonetheless, we here. We love it. We good. So how's your week been going? Now pick up your lip. Right.
Well, I'm gonna pick it up for Dom because she's stuck right now. So I'm gonna grab
this.
It's
only safe because I am 500 miles away. So it's
been a whole week. B Dollar, we can't hear nothing you just said, my good brother.
I'm muted.
No,
I don't know. We can't hear you.
Oh, it's you.
But Don, can we hear you?
That's that Virgin Mobile over there, man.
That's that Virgin Mobile Wi-Fi.
Oh, see, all right. It was me.
It's you.
It was me.
God,
it's you.
That comma. You spent the block real quick. Y'all was playing with me. Spent the block real quick.
Now, what I had said was I can only say these things to Dom right now because I'm safely 500 miles away. So
got you.
It's safe. Because she likes to throw hands.
584 to be exact.
Okay. She smokes a lot of hookah. Those hands, I don't want no problem with that. She probably
hookah and wine cooler.
She probably smokes Newports all the way down to the filter. I don't want no problem. No problems. And she's sipping that Nicki Minaj tonight, so I don't want no beef.
Yo, because I try to keep it cute for y'all when I'm on here. Because other than that, when I'm off this,
yeah, nah, Queens get the money.
When I'm off this,
But my bad. My bad.
It's
My bad, Jay. What you saying, my good brother? How your week been going so far?
Listen, my week been pretty good, man. We had like 2 days off this week from work, so I've been chilling. My week been cool, man. Kids been cool at work. Life been good, man. Can't
you had to
complain.
strangle nobody?
Nah. You know, kids been, they've been civilized. They've been straight. They've been living their life pretty well. Straight.
Shout out to Unc. What's goody, Unc, on the tap in? That's what's up. Salute. Y'all already know. So, Ms. Dom, how was your week? How's it been on your side, on your end? Because I know you work school system as well. So, did you have those same 2 days off? Or
I did. I had an amazing day off today.
Okay. What did we do? What we did?
I actually got a late start on my errands. I was supposed to get my bottom installation. As you see, I am metal mouth. Supposed to get my bottoms on, but I got mad good food to eat this weekend, and I'm not trying to be.
But you better get it now, because once you get the bottom roll done, it's over.
Right. So I'm trying
what you got on your plate coming up, man? Talk about it. What you eating good
yesterday, I just did a review to Lighthouse Fish Market, the second location, and they now have like a dine-in option with, of course, hookah and drinks and stuff like that. So me and, of course, my girlfriend went to, just review it, give it a try. And when I tell y'all, it was giving one of those.
I'm a fake seafood head. Are you a true eat everything seafood?
And it wasn't just seafood, so that was the good thing.
Okay.
It wasn't just seafood. Now I don't eat all seafood. I don't eat calamari, squid. I don't eat oysters.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Clams.
You're a serial killer. You eat that stuff.
Wait. I like calamari. Here, run that back.
But I tried.
That's usually how I look. They got glasses and shit. Jeffrey.
Here you go.
I tried
long hair glasses.
I tried clams yesterday for the first time, and they were
oh, nah, you brave.
I think I was only able to eat it because of the seasoning on it. The seasoning was bomb as fuck. It was bomb as hell. But she had got actually the video's posted. I'm gonna repost it. But she had got a seafood boil. It had mussels, clams, crab legs, shrimp, linguine. It just had matched.
Wait, she had look. That's how fancy she is. She had some new shit. She had linguine. She had linguine.
It was like this. It was like this. Throw it up like this.
I realize I said it wrong, but
that's the shit. They make it right at the table, fresh. That's
right there.
But I'm very simple. I like catfish. I like shrimp. So I have catfish, shrimp,
nigga good as shit. Okay.
Collard greens. Okay. But yeah, it was good. The drinks were good. That rum punch didn't punch the way the Henny punch punched, but
she's not an island girl.
It was good, but I got some good food. I'm going to a brunch tomorrow. I got some good food I'm trying to consume. And
now, once you get the bottom row and go full on Megatron, what you allowed to eat is applesauce.
Why he do you like that, Dom? Why he do you like that?
What is it? Applesauce and Pedialyte and what else?
Yo. How he got a heart on his hat and his shirt, and he's talking about
showing love. This is showing love. If Diddy could do it how he do it, I'm gonna do it the way I do it. That's it.
And then he talking about you got to drink Pedialyte. He calling you a juvenile.
What's wrong with Pedialyte?
Pedialyte come easy when you got a good old hangover.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
See, I guess I don't drink. See, as you know, I'm a non-drinker.
But it has to be soft stuff. So applesauce, mashed potatoes. I can eat soup. I can eat noodles. Anything very soft and not I'm constantly chewing. Because last time I done fucked up and I made that mistake because I wasn't in pain. The first day, I was like, oh, what they was talking about? I'm fine, and I went eating like I ain't never ate before, and shit went left.
I told you it's always left or right with you. You never know. Yeah. But yeah, enjoy
and
it.
I'll eating stuff that I should have probably been here.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you better enjoy your weekend. I hope you have fun. I ain't gonna be like these.
I'll be here all week, y'all. It's a good Friday. as for me, my week is always entertaining. I got the whole Ringling Brothers circus over here. Obviously, with those 2 days out of school, the kids was home acting crazy. So I try not to hang out the window while the car was moving. Got to understand that they are children. They're going to do children things. Sometimes you just got to knuckle up and remind them who I'm is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to Dre, 18 years old in college doing his thing, son. Shout out to my young boy. 18.
See, I saw the little clip he out there with him with the ladies now. He out there. Tell be careful now.
Oh, I done told him he got a little
pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Listen, I told him I ain't ready to be a grandfather. He said, well, I ain't ready to be your dad. We good. I said, my man. We here.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, but shout out to the squad. We are back on the courts tomorrow in another tournament. We haven't seen them in a couple of weeks since school really started. Because they venturing off to their school teams, football, the basketball teams there. But it's great that we all gonna get to come together, have a day with the squad, get back in this tournament, see if we can right some of the wrongs from the last tournament, because we was right there for the chip in the last one, and it just didn't work in our favor. So this one we come with a vengeance to come back and get that trophy or the medals or whatever it is they're gonna give us. But nonetheless, we out there tomorrow, so can't wait to see the squad in the morning. And rock out with y'all here tonight. I'm hyped about tonight's conversation. A lot going on, a lot of tomfoolery, but a lot of conversation that I really think needs to be had. Obviously, if you've been on the internet, when we bring up what we're going to talk about tonight, you should be accustomed or familiar with where we're going with this. But if not, we about to enlighten your asses tonight.
Yes, sir.
But what we're gonna do is actually, I'm bad right now as I didn't put the information up. I'm sorry. I duly apologize. That y'all already know. RTJthebrand.com. Holidays is here. Okay, they are here. So please head on over to the website. Check out the merchandise page. Buy something nice for your lady, for your son, for yourself, for dad, for mom, whatever the case. Buy something for the whole damn family. We got the jogger sets, we got the hoodies, got the hats, the scullies. It's not really too cold yet. I don't know how it is in New York right now. It's been real summerish still over here. What they call that? Wait, are we allowed to say Indian summer anymore?
Nah.
Everything's so damn sensitive nowadays.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do it. Don't do it.
They changing football team names and all that.
But
I did already say it.
You said it?
Well, yeah. I asked the question.
He said, are we allowed to say?
Well, look, if you don't know, I cannot be held accountable until I know for sure. But nonetheless, it's been extendedly hot, which I'm not complaining about. Today I was running around. It was like 80 today. So, I'm loving it for as long as it goes. I'm all for
here.
Yeah, I'm all for shorts during Christmas. I have no problem with that at all. That's why we moved to the South, to get away from the cold. Nonetheless, y'all already know, hit the website there. We got some dope merchandise. Again, please don't forget the work that we get up every day and do, which is our nonprofit organization, to be a support, to be a crutch for the youth in the community, as well as the families. We don't just keep it to the kids. If Mom Dukes, Dad Dukes need us to step in and, be that extra, mouthpiece for the kids. Let them know, look, you fucking up. We them people. We there. We a team. It takes a village. Y'all already know the saying. So everything that we got going on with the nonprofit Respect the Journey Inc., that information is also on the site. We do take donations because, again, I emphasize we are nonprofit. So again, all donations are welcome. They are accepted. We appreciate them to help us keep grinding, doing what we do to ultimately see the wide or the whole picture and vision that we see for what we want to do with the program. Each donation will help us out with that. Model Citizen J, we actually have an event that we are trying to accomplish next week, I want to say, but can you please speak to that for the people and let them know how they can help out with that?
Listen, family, we have a wonderful event at the Greensboro Coliseum. We get a chance to watch the G League now?
The G League.
The G League, the Greensboro Swarm, the affiliates of the Charlotte Hornets. We get a chance to watch them play.
The leftovers.
These guys are silly.
They still get paid more than me, but it's the leftovers.
Exactly. Some of these guys will be stepping up, be able to step on the NBA court one day eventually. That's what they're gaining for. That's what they're trying for. That's the next level. But The Green Squirrel, the Swarm was wonderful, able to donate some tickets to us, and they was able to have a fundraiser. So we can have a fundraising event. Please hit the Cash App down below. It's only $15 per ticket. You'll be able to sponsor one of the kids to come. And not only this money goes to help us purchase equipment, gym time, and it enables us to enter more tournaments. Okay.
Right.
You got, family always talks about, Journey fan. We always talk about, kids need something to do. Kids need a place to go, stay off the streets, stop, get off the internet, need a constructive place to do, constructive place to things. We have the platform. All right. As my good brother says, we are totally transparent. We show receipts for everything that we do. We show the kids, we show, the events that we have going on. As a matter of fact, me and B Dollar, he could correct me if I'm wrong, but we had a mistake in the chat, right?
I always do that
in the text, right? So I'm thinking he's talking about one thing, he's thinking I'm talking about another thing. So I guess tomorrow we're gonna go live from the game tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we got to now. You put it out there. So we gotta go live.
I want to show y'all the kids that we mentor, the kids that call us up nonstop, who get on our nerves, but it's all right for them to get on our nerves because they need somebody to reach out and talk to. And we'll be the voices, we'll be the ears to listen to and help guide them in the right direction. But tomorrow we're gonna go live, so you get to see the kids that we talking about that you can sponsor. Again, it's only $15. All right, $15. That ain't too much, man. Get 3 of your friends, $5 a piece. Y'all donate. Life is good.
And also, this is something Model Citizen J was not aware of, but he is aware of it now. That he is coaching the first game. There it is. I'm keeping score, doing the books.
Wow.
Yeah, let's get.
All right. Well,
let's get. I had it all worked out. I just forgot to tell you.
I guess.
Did they get their report?
So what we did was we did put we put it out there in the group chat for them to screenshot some grades. We did get a couple in, not everybody, which I don't appreciate the fact that y'all didn't write back, because we tell y'all when the coaches speak in the chat, y'all need to respond, even if you're just saying, yo, whatever. But we did get about 4 or 5, I want to say, screenshots. And for everybody that was sending it in, they were all getting some
they doing their numbers.
Grades.
They doing their numbers.
We talking some high grades. So
give me the chat number. I'm calling the chat.
Oh, don't do that. You about to
don't do that. You're gonna set the chat on fire.
It's bad enough I gotta put the chat on silent sometimes. If they find out you in there,
if you in the chat, them young boys will not get off.
But here's the crazy part, because she's crazy, because she don't really, the fact that she works in the school system and knows how the kids are now, she's losing her freaking mind, because she said, I'm gonna go and FaceTime the boys. And what? You do that, we never hear the end of it.
I ain't got time for that. Niggas
asking for meet and greets. Like, obviously, we
don't know
who we're working with. That we give meet and greets.
It's nice to for them to just know that somebody supports you, somebody believes in you, somebody, wants to reward you for having, doing.
But we told you.
Yep.
They should have done that regardless. But it's just like, all right, your hard work did not go unnoticed. So I am personally calling you to let you know that you will be able to X, Y, and Z.
Well, we told you to just record a little clip and we will play that, because you trying to cause mass hysteria in the room.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you do a FaceTime with them, they're gonna record the conversation. They're gonna put it on TikTok. They're gonna splice it like, yo,
we're gonna let you know right now. If you do a FaceTime in
the
group with them, you're gonna be about a girlfriend to about 12 people. 24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours. 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Yo, these kids need their ass beat.
And it's the internet. So once they post it, it's believable.
Yep, it's real.
And look, you're gonna be famous. They're gonna say you already got a scandal going on. Dom is dating kids in school. You don't want that problem.
You don't want that problem.
Just do a little video.
We saving you. We trying to save you, okay?
We just looking out.
With the bullshit when I was working at an all-girls school. So trust me, I'm good.
Look, and now you got them all thinking they got a chance. They just praying for the downfall so they can be up next. So you gotta calm down. And shout out to Nori. You gotta relax. Just make a video, and we post the video to the group, and that's how that's gonna go. Can we handle that? We can handle
that. Listen, you're gonna have 15 teenagers with their shirt off with the bird chat talking about, I've been doing push-ups. Yo, I scored 15 touchdowns in one game. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Keep calm, Miss Dom. Keep calm.
You gotta relax.
But yeah, so that's the information there at the bottom. You see it at the bottom of the screen. So please, if you feel inclined, like I said, to head over to the website to purchase or to donate, there is the information right there. Please do that. Shout out to you. So we're gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing. Ms. Dom, we actually said no, we're gonna hold off on it. That's what you said. Okay, we got that straight. So we're gonna kick it right off with showing love as we do. You saw we already gave a little piece out to the team Journey. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. But we're gonna start ladies first because we got manners in here. Who you showing love to today?
Oh, now y'all niggas got manners.
Yeah, we got manners. We got manners sometimes.
Fuck out of me.
Sometimes. That just makes it. Just with her making that comment, just makes it more prevalent with the name that's forthcoming as we move forward. For her to sit there and say, "Now we got manners. We got manners. God damn it,
we got manners, man."
So I'm gonna be showing love to myself today because I just passed all 3 of my tests. Another one coming. I'm trying to study. I have to take it tomorrow morning. So wish me luck on that one. But I've been doing good.
You got it.
Considering the pressure that I'm under. Oh, because I also just got a second job. So I swore I wasn't going to do that.
Double money.
Swore I wasn't going to do that. But I got shit to do. So
we're getting double monies.
So yeah.
Get to the bag, yo.
All right.
Get that money, yo. Hey. Miles Citizen J, who we got?
Yo, I got a 2 for this week, yo. I got a 2 for you. First and foremost, I want to shout out my co-worker, my colleague, yo, Mr. Chris Hewitt and Miss Jen Helmer, right? Yo, they ran to New York City and did a New York City Marathon, you know, just this past weekend. They did their thing. They was running through the 5 boroughs, you know what I'm saying, doing their numbers and stuff. So I just want to salute them because they did their thing. But I'm gonna give a special shout out to Miss Helmer, right? So, like, keep game. So whoever came in first place, they did it in like 2 hours and like 30 minutes and everything, right?
Right.
So you want to know what her time was? Yeah, she did it in about 3 hours and about 30 minutes. So that means she was running like a 7.5 minute mile, though, you know.
Right.
And a marathon is like 26 miles, yo, 29, I don't know, over 20 miles. You know, so you run a 7-minute mile for the whole joint. Yeah, I might just have to salute you. You know, you doing numbers.
Right.
Talking about, I could have did better though. I wasn't feeling too good. So you did that.
Sure.
Okay, I respect you. So salute to them for doing that, you know what I'm saying, running through my city, running through the hometown, doing what they did, man. So much respect to them because I ride that on my e-bike and my legs hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ain't even gonna hold you up. So you did that on your own 2 legs. Salute. Second, I want to give a shout out to my son, yo, him and his crew, the crew over there at Accidental Sports Washing. It's a dope podcast. They talk about the latest things in sports, from soccer to hockey, football, everything that's popping, yo.
Shout out to the big bro.
Shout out to Geek Like Mike, yo. Peace, family.
Big bro out there doing his thing.
So if you guys get a chance, it's over there on YouTube. Go over there, like, comment, subscribe. Again, Accidental Sports Washing. They usually do their shows on Sunday nights or Sunday evenings. But once you subscribe, you get the notifications. Yo, watch all their videos. I think they got about 9 episodes up, and they going strong, yo. Dope. So salute to the young kings working.
Dope. We got Rob Green in the building. So this is gonna lead into the conversation anyway. And I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet because I know we're gonna dive into this convo in just a bit. I'm showing love this week to one Mr. Kyrie Irving. I salute anybody that is out here trying to elevate, trying to get educated, trying to get knowledgeable, stand on their own too, love their brown skin, and say, I am unapologetic for whatever it is that y'all feel about me, being enlightened and being and stepping into who I'm supposed to be out here and doing it the way I want to do it and not the way y'all want me to do it. And for someone to stand on that, risk their livelihood and everything that they done worked for all their lives to say the truth is more important to me than everything else that's going on around me. I'm gonna always salute that. Like I said, we're about to dive into the conversation, but I want to salute that brother for taking a stance on not only, and I didn't want to put in taking a stance because, obviously what he did has been misconstrued and twisted and remixed every which way to make him look wrong. But it's the fact that, okay, y'all want to play this game so we can play this game because obviously y'all haven't learned who I am yet. So this is my stance. This is where I'm at with it. You're telling me to do X, Y, and Z, but that's not what it is. And we're going to keep it pushing and y'all handle it how y'all handle it. And it is what it is. So shout out to Kyrie Irving. That's my show on love this week. And we're going to dive into a little bit more on why. So let's not even wait. The truth hurts. So last couple of weeks, I want to say almost about a month or so, we've been very entertained with one Mr. Kanye West, aka or Ye, whatever he wants to call himself now. And if you've been living under a rock, he was on Drink Champs. And basically, we look at Drink Champs as the holy grail of our people right now. That is should be a safe platform for us as Black people to come out here, get our roses, get our respect for the things that we've done, but also come up there, speak what you got to speak, not be judged for it. That's ours. That's ours to do what we need to do, just like we try to do here on RTJ the Brand. He said some things that I personally think were just said incorrectly, but the truth behind what he wanted to say was there. Just the way he said it was incorrect, and it was taken in a negative light by everybody. So we have now recently just been across the board the cancel culture of Ye. But for some, there were a lot of people that said, if you look beyond how he said it and look at what he's trying to say, you're going to understand that there's a lot of truth in what he's trying to convey to us and get across. A few weeks go by, we have one Mr. Kyrie Irving repost a movie, a documentary, Hebrews to Negroes, which depicts the events around the Holocaust and Jewish culture and things like that, where for some, they say there's not a lot of truth into it. They try to twist it in a way to basically lessen that Jewish community. And if Kyrie Irving and someone his stature is going to repost it, that means you are now promoting the negativity behind it. You are saying you agree with what's in this video. You do not care about the people that are affected in that video. And nonetheless, you are capital or enemy of the state. At that point, now we are on a cancel Kyrie Irving tour now for some people. So the conversation is open right now. One, to get some of the feeling for what people feel about him reposting the video or how it's been handled and what he's been trying to say, as well as if you want to tie in what Kanye has been saying as well, where initially it was, you can say whatever you want, just do not talk about the people, the powers that be. Because if you cross that line, you're going to pay for it, and they paying for it right now. But again, outside of all the circus that's being displayed behind it, is it that they're talking the truth? And that's what has everybody in an uproar. So the floor is open right now for y'all to just, what you feel about that right now, of how they're handling Kyrie right now, how Kanye's been handled right now since what he said. And then just how do you feel about it?
See,
whoever wants to start it off.
I'm gonna have to definitely say, I'm gonna have to agree with Geek Life Mike, yo. My thoughts on this are, it may be the right message, it's just coming from the wrong messenger. A lot of truth was said behind what Ye said, or Kanye, whatever name he's going behind, whatever alter ego, whatever was, speaking on that Drink Champs interview. I just think he said things in an emotional way. When you speak from emotion and you speak from feelings and everything, a lot of things get misconstrued. It gets, it gets drawn out, it gets twisted. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to speak like that, you got to come with facts. You got to come with, documented facts, do your research, do your homework, pretend like it's a debate, and make sure you come with concrete evidence in that sense. Again, like Mike said, he said some things that were true, but he just said it in the wrong way, and his approach about it wasn't cool. Again, I know sometimes when you learn the truth, sometimes when you learn something or you believe something to be a truth, it might hurt when you hear some misinformation or you learning something that might be different than what you thought it was. You might want to hold on to some things that you thought was the truth and not want to expand your knowledge. And that's cool if that's where you want to stay at. With the Kyrie situation, I think it's unfortunate because he definitely didn't say anything. He just made a post, nothing behind it. And instead of attacking, the people who made the movie, you attack the person who posted about the movie. And I think that's kind of backwards. Then, after that, and he clearly explained himself, he's not against nobody. He's not with anything hateful. But, as far as reading and learning and educating himself, he found some information that he found to be true for himself. And all he's trying to do is enlighten others who may be on the same path as him. All right. He didn't say he agrees or disagrees with the movie. He just posted the poster. Right. That was it. Nothing behind it. And hey, Fatima, what's good?
What's good, sis?
And for him to have to go through have to apologize and go through everything like that, it's unfortunate. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
I think, I'm not even gonna lie, I really stopped paying attention to anything Kanye West does lately. Literally in the dark when it comes to certain things, unless somebody sends it to me personally, because he started giving me a fucking migraine. Mm-hmm. However, I think just listening, and especially the whole thing with Kyrie, I feel like a lot of times they know who to target. They know who to take things out on. And I feel like because they know he has such a huge influence, it's a problem. And of course, because the Y people, they're trying to save face because this is their money. This is also they're the people that they rubbing elbows with, and everybody is, well, not even everybody. Kyrie is, what's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't. They looking at it like he's replaceable. Right. So they don't care. So they're not trying to back him, and I think it's really effed up. Especially LeBron. Didn't a white lady just tell you to shut up and dribble, and you did just that? It's just certain things I can't get behind. I feel like people pick and choose whose backs to have, and I feel like at that point, that him, if not anybody else, y'all should have had Kyrie's back. They definitely should have had his back. It was disgusting how it was just like that cousin at the barbecue. You just I don't know them. That's effed up. Right. Because they stick together. The way these clear folks stick together, I feel like Black people literally pick and choose when it's time to stick together.
You can't even say it's them people. It's pretty much everybody else. Because one of the other coaches that helps us, Coach Rel, he made a post earlier today about how can another ethnic group move into a whole community. The younger people in that family go out to work while the elders babysit and watch the children. How come every other race or ethnicity can do that but us? And again, it'll take a lot of accountability, responsibility, and reflections for us, I think, to reach that plateau. I think some of us are willing to create that village. I just don't think a lot of us are willing to make certain sacrifices.
Oh, trust that percentage is not going to be equal at all.
I think Black people do things very differently when it comes to shit like that. I feel like a lot of Black people are I didn't have that baby, so I'm not watching that baby. But they look at it when you turn 18, you become a fucking tenant. Black people have a different mindset when it comes to certain things. It's not, I don't want to say not fair, but when you look at other cultures, they are a bit more supportive when it comes to not working and living in the household, as long as you're doing something of substance and you're not being lazy and things like that.
I definitely agreed on what he stated in that, because I also mentioned on that post, I said the concept of family, specifically in our culture, has been lost. I said I can know for a fact of the help. Obviously I was younger, but knowing the kind of help my grandmother extended to my mom, you know, when she had to do what she had to do in raising me. And as the years have gone on, obviously the mothers and the fathers are getting younger and younger, where the grandmother is like, well, if you grow enough to make this decision, that's on you. I'm still out here trying to get my grind going, where it's like a competition for who can last the longest and who can, you know what I mean? And
grandparents are not that old,
right?
When grandparents ain't grandparents,
right? It's like I wasn't ready to take on that label, so I'm not accepting that right now. Even though you know you had the child right now, but it's getting lost that the only way we move forward is working together. Or let's dive a little deeper and figuring out, well, how did your son or your daughter go out and think to even do that, to have this baby, or not be careful of that? What have you been implementing or teaching that they would have these smarts in their minds and know even something that I'm playing with right now? So you still have to look at yourself as the guardian. What have I been doing to prepare them or set them up for them to be wiser in how they're moving? And then once they make that mistake, you cancel culture your own kids. Basically,
that was the fact you said that. Like, what are you doing to instill that in your kid? Like me, I had the fear of God put in me. Right. Like, you get pregnant, you get put out. Like, it was that type of mindset, but it didn't apply to everybody apparently, because those things that were threatened to me wasn't applied to my older sibling. So I was like, oh, she could have a baby and live in here and still ask you to watch the kid and go out and party after you said no, and you like, and it was just like, if that happened to me,
right?
Oh, hell no. So I literally was so scared. I stood by it. Not saying like, oh, I was like trying to see what would happen if I did it, because I was like, no, I like my freedom. I like my fun. But it was just, I feel like sometimes it's not applied to everybody, is when you have multiple siblings in that sense. Right. But because like I said, it was instilled in me, but it wasn't instilled in the other one.
Right.
And I'm the youngest. So it was very confusing. because
I double back to what you stated a little bit earlier, with us as a culture picking and choosing when to be riled up and when not to be riled up, right? So you brought up a point where I actually have those clips to play of one LeBron
This time
James.
It's R-rated. Here's his barely intelligible, not to mention ungrammatical take on President Trump in a new ESPN podcast.
The number one job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people and really don't give a about the people.
But wait, there's more gripping insight. ESPN host Carrie Champion asked James and fellow NBA star Kevin Durant about what she described as Trump's racist comments.
I feel like our team as a country is not ran by a great coach.
It's not even a surprise when he says something. It's not even a surprise. It's like laughable. It's like
it's laughable.
It's laughable and it's scary.
But it's also scary,
right?
Because I shouldn't be numb to your racist comments.
Right.
I shouldn't be numb to your behavior.
Now, right quick before she goes on this tangent, the point I wanted to make by even playing that part was, you had a feeling, right, on how things are being done unequally between different cultures. You have the white race and you have the black race, right? He doesn't know the culture. He's about to be the highest position in the world, and you don't even have a connection with the people that you're actually going to want to vote for you, or the people you're basically going to be in charge of, you know, as you move forward as president, right? We're supposed to stand behind this, which no problem. We agree, right? I need your support in what I'm saying, right? And then this idiot follows up with this.
I'm numb to this commentary. Like, must they run their mouths like that? Unfortunately, a lot of kids and some adults take these ignorant comments seriously. Look, there might be a cautionary lesson in LeBron for kids. This is what happens when you attempt to leave high school a year early to join the NBA. And it's always unwise to seek political advice from someone who gets paid $100 million a year to bounce a ball. Oh, and LeBron and Kevin, you're great players, but no one voted for you. Millions elected Trump to be their coach. So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble. We'll be right back.
Okay, right? Shut up and dribble. Now,
bitch.
Right. Now, when we point things out like this, what is the first comment that's always made? Why are we making this about race? Why is this a white thing, black thing? Because that's what it'll always be. We know that from the beginning of time until now. That's what it is, right? And I'm gonna get to my point, right? So you saw what she said. Now we find this clip.
Really rough, particularly on women. But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic.
Pay attention to what Charlamagne asked.
I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous.
Now, just for context, what they're talking about is the promotion of killing, selling drugs, how we treat women, things like that in the music industry. Now, this guy that's talking right now, his name is Leo Cohen. He used to be head of Def Jam. He went on to other things. But the context of the conversation is about that. Listen to the question that Charlamagne asked him, and then listen to his response.
Thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even.
We're gonna stop that right there. We didn't even keep going with the rest of that clip. But second, you heard him say, if there is an issue with drugs, violence, the way we treat women, et cetera, in the music that you promote, if it's wrong, why promote it? His answer, if I have to either put forth a fight against the truth and what's wrong, or talent to line my pockets to feed my family, I'm going to choose to allow you guys to kill yourselves with all the nonsense because it's going to make me rich. I can give two shits about what happens to you. This is a Jewish man that said that, okay? Right. But we're mad that Kyrie posted a poster of a movie that he did not create.
He had nothing to do with.
Right. But I'm going to get to...
Like everybody else, like the way we and shit.
But I'm going to get to why that made me upset, right? So we're so mad that Kyrie is talking about these people, right? Kyrie is pointing the finger at these individuals. He's anti-Semitic. He's saying all these negative things, right? That is wrong. We're wagging the proverbial finger at him. No. This is Saturday Night Live.
After meeting with the Anti-Defamation League, Kyrie Irving announced that from now on, he will pretend to not be anti-Semitic. Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving was suspended after he tweeted a link to the anti-Semitic film Hebrew to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. You know, Hebrew to Negroes was also the name of my favorite R&B group in the 90s.
Okay. So there's another clip I was gonna play, but I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to prolong it. But that was comedian Michael Shea. As you can clearly see, if you have eyesight, an African American poking fun at another African American, so he can save face on his white network show of hosting a Saturday or doing a skit on Saturday Night Live. So my issue with this whole scenario is honestly with our African American culture, because we are the only ones going against our own kind. We want to say, hey, it's the wrong spokesperson. It's the wrong person speaking out. What is the wrong person? It is whoever's out here with the knowledge to set us straight. That's who needs to be speaking. What did Pac say? I might not be the one, but I'm going to be the one to spark the next person that's going to do it, right? So Kanye said this, and then Kyrie did this. Why does that now not spark in everybody's mind that they are speaking on behalf of to say, okay, well, maybe he didn't come out and say it correctly. Let me research what they were getting at. Find the truth, find the right way it's supposed to be said, right? And then push forth this fight of what they're doing, which is Black people. It is enough that we've been behind for so many fucking years. Now I am going to be on the forefront and say, this is where the fuck we supposed to be as a culture. This is where we're supposed to be as a people. These are the individuals that have been holding us back. These are the individuals that need to be held accountable. And what do? We're pointing the finger at, Kyrie, you said that wrong, so shut the fuck up. Kanye, you're insane. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. So now we're just forgetting what they're trying to say, and we're now joining the people that have actually been working against us to cancel these individuals that's actually trying to push us forward. Now, I also had the list of what they asked Kyrie to do in order to get off of the 5-game suspension that he's currently serving with the Nets, for what he has to do in order to get back on the court, right? And I'm going to open the floor again. But, Jay, if you can remember the conversation we had when we was over at 105, and we were speaking about Kyrie with the vaccination, and I said, at what point do we put the check over moral values, right? Mm-hmm. And it was understandable. Hey, he needs to eat. He's got to feed. I want to just play ball. That's what I want to do. So if they ask for me back, I'm going to come back because that's just what I want to do. And I said, but why would you want to go back and work for people that could just pull the rug out from under you whenever they wanted to, regardless of what you want to do? If they can just say, you know what, today's not your day. I don't like you. See you. This is what's happening right now. That was the point I was trying to make when we had that conversation. Now we're here with, again, him speaking truth on behalf of us as a culture. Oh, nah, he's making too much sense. We got to get him out of here, right? We got to twist this narrative that he said this when he didn't. We're going to suspend him. We're going to put him on the pedestal to say, hey, you Negro, this is what you're not supposed to do. You know, I forget the saying, how it's called, when they take the biggest nigga in the yard and they put him in front of the men and the women, and they demean him and they beat him down in front of him to make him look lesser, right? That's what Kyrie's getting right now. That's what Kanye was getting, as unorthodox and crazy as it may be at times. Right.
You know, when they hang you and shit like
right. That's what's happening with these two individuals. And instead of us realizing that and saying, nah, that's not what's going to happen, right? We're all, throw another one at him. Whip his ass one more time, right? Nick Cannon came out and said what he said, right? What happened? Oh, nah, you got to get out of here. You got to cut these checks. Oh, nah, boss, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. No, nigga, say what you mean, because this nigga just said, I don't care if y'all killing each other, overdosing on drugs, beating women, doing what you do. If that shit lining my pockets, go out and do that shit. Go chuck and jive some more, because I got a business to run. This is the way they look at us, but yet we're backing them in support of saying, no, we got to shut them up. Then who the fuck is you? Then you take your ass on that side with the rest of them, because obviously you're not for the advancement.
Unfortunately, this situation, we've been fighting this battle for a long time. And for a lot of our viewers and listeners, you know, right now, if you haven't heard or you don't know about the Willie Lynch letter, you need to go back and read that letter, okay? Whether that letter is real, whether it's not real, you know, how they say, you know, it might be fiction, nonfiction, whatever the case may be, the effect that it has is real. If you read it, it tells us how it's, you know, to separate somebody, and it shows us the effect and the culture that we are under right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you live in New York. It doesn't matter if you live down south. It doesn't matter if you live on the West Coast, Midwest, whatever. Poverty is poverty. Unfortunately, we all suffer underneath it. We all suffer from not taking the time out to read books, educate one another. Okay. When I see my fellow brother walking down the street, I shouldn't look at him as stranger danger. I should look at you as a brother, as kinfolk. My nigga, we go through the same thing. I know your pain. You know my pain. Why are we looking at each other as the op? Nah, my brother, I know you. You know me. We are one and the same. We kinfolk, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? When you see your sister, you got to look at your sister as your queen, as your sister, yo. Protect her, not objectify her and look at her like a piece of meat or something like that, because that's what other people do. Right. And you know what I'm saying? We need to protect our own, man. We need to, we need to change this, man. Unfortunately, it doesn't get promoted enough, but there are people who are who haven't been forbidden fruit and seen the other side of the narrative and are trying to work to get us to work together. But when we see certain entertainers, certain athletes, or certain people who are sticking up for us, we need to stand behind them and not knock them down, yo, because that looks real crazy, yo. Nobody else does that
at all. And Dom, I see you fuming over there a little bit, but I mean, that's what, honestly, for this whole situation, this is what I'm seeing, right? You saw LeBron, I have the clip up here with him talking about, we don't condone, speaking negative about other coaches and doing this and this. He didn't say none of that. But we were supposed to get behind you when that white lady said for you to shut up and dribble. So when Kyrie speaks on behalf of that, you go against it, but you wanted us to support you, right? He went as far as to go, I even removed the Kanye episode from my podcast because we don't support da-da-da-da-da-da. So you basically just saying, I got a lifetime years contract with Nike. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm the face of the NBA for as long as I need to be.
His spot is
you straight. So I need to
wild out because he's right under their fucking thumb.
It's crazy that he just says that. Shaq came out and said some shit against Kyrie, but here was the information, because we're in the information era. Shaq, you own a theater in New Jersey that promoted the playing of that movie, right? So if you're so against that and so against what Kyrie's doing, why were you playing that movie? If you're so hard pressed about it.
And that's one of two things. So that either means Shaq doesn't know, or Shaq doesn't really own it. You know what I'm saying? He just might be the face of it. Sort of like
crazy thing is none of these niggas own nothing.
Sort of like the Foreman Grill. You know how the Foreman Grill was out and about. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't doing numbers. They put George Foreman's name on it. Next thing you know, they was selling grills like crazy. So again, it might be that type of situation with Shaq. He may not own it. They just made it, told him, let's put your name on it. Let's attach your name to it.
Right. But what's crazy for me is the simple fact that these are some of the elite, upper echelon, people that have an effect on individuals. Right. And you are the ones that's speaking out against someone that's trying to say, I'm trying to enlighten my people. Again, I will say this about Kyrie. He does at times come off a little snobbish, right? He does come off sometimes as, I'm more elevated than some of you. So, it comes off that way at times, the way he says it. But I could get past that. I don't give a goddamn. Be fucking Albert Einstein. I don't give a fuck. But the message that he's trying to get across is speaking on behalf of all of us that looks the same, that has not been given the fair share. How are y'all speaking out against that? I don't understand that at all. At all. That no one will ever be able to explain that to me. This is the wrong person saying it. No, that's not it. Because how are you fighting against someone saying we're supposed to be greater than what we are? We were actually the original. We were actually this. We were actually that, to put us in position to be who the fuck we supposed to be. Honestly, instead of how they corrupted it, and y'all are fighting against that. Self-love,
self-pride. You know what I'm saying? Just love yourself, know who you are, know your history.
And the crazy thing is, they've done a great job of manipulating our mental to put us against each other. And are we that far gone that we don't realize that still in 2022, and we're still going to keep doing that? We're still out here. You saw what happened with Rest in Peace Takeoff. His memorial was today. Regardless if it was over a dice game or them arguing over basketball, our first initial reaction is, let me pull out this gun. Let me shoot my own person that looked just like me, right? So how, like, what are y'all fighting against? Like, are y'all fighting against the wrong treatment of individuals, or like what side are you on? Because you can't be both.
Yeah.
Can't
but we
play
all know
both.
we know it's the system, it's the machine. That's why we had to break the machine. We got to break the mold. We have to retrain the youth. Again, this is why we need y'all help with the donations. Hit up the Cash App, because you see we are out here educating the youth, restructuring them. A lot of kids grow up angry and they don't even know they're angry or why they're angry. They're angry because of the environment they live in. They're angry because they don't have a proper foundation to express their feelings and emotions. Like, we got to stop telling young boys that they can't cry. If you didn't have tear ducts, you wouldn't be able to cry. You wouldn't be able to cry, but you got them. So if something hurts, let it out. Let that pain out. That's one way to release pain. It's okay to cry for the moment, get past it and move on, but you don't sit there crying and sobbing. But if you don't let that pain out, then it festers, then it moves on to the next issue, then the next issue.
Or the daughter of the family being made to feel like she has to have everything together by a certain age and be doing this X, Y, and Z, but the boy has to take his time and get it together because he's a boy and boys don't develop that fast, and girls have to do this. That's another thing I cannot stand.
Talk about it, Dom.
I cannot stand how mothers do that and nest the hell out of their sons, but their daughters gotta make 6 figures and work for a fucking, I don't even know what, by the time she's 18.
Right. And again, you know what that comes from, Dom? That comes from like a lot of parents, well, a lot of people of they past, they hurts, right? So again, the mother teaches the daughter how to be independent. I need you to do all of this because I don't want you to the same struggle that I had growing up. I don't want you to depend on nobody else, right? I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it's right, but this is sometimes that mentality.
No, saying like you can't teach me something if you're not exuding that yourself. When you was fucking
true indeed.
Right.
I didn't see that happening. So what?
And then they have a fear. They have a fear of what their son is going to go through when they go outside. So they try to baby their son, protect their son, and that's how they end up with the baby boy syndrome.
And the crazy thing is that's not protecting. That's bringing more harm.
That's enabling him. So what we got to do is, again, support these mentoring programs that have your son out there, or your child. I'm not even gonna say your son. That will have your children out there moving correctly, doing the right thing.
The girls need it too. It ain't just the guys.
Again,
go
ahead.
Here's a question I have for y'all, right? And then we're gonna jump into just a small break, so we can do what we gotta do and release the release. What are we so afraid of as a culture? And what I mean by that question is, if we know who's up against us, right? And let's say we're taking all these mainstream people that we know, or anyone that has the financial backing, because a lot of this is rooted behind that. Why are we so afraid of coming together with the funds that we have from the people that can do it, whether it be big or small, and really start to create our own thing, right? We know at a point we had Black Wall Street, and then we know what happened to that, right? So at that point, though, why does that stop? Because ultimately, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Worse than what's been happening, right? We're still getting killed out here. We're still turning against each other. We're still not anywhere near where we need to be. But some of us have the resource, and some of us have the numbers in bodies where we come together and then see what the fuck just happens when we start doing things together instead of separately. Ye has X amount of money. Chase said, yeah, nah, you can't bank with us no more. Yeah, take all your money, just get out of here. So how many times do you need to see that happen where that's how they treat you? You saw him say, I'm going to choose talent and feeding my family over the right thing to do. So when are y'all going to stop holding on to these people for everything and realize, you know what? Maybe we don't need them for everything. We have enough to start something and then see what it goes from there. Like, why do you believe we're so afraid to do that?
Sometimes it's the fear of the unknown. It's the fear of the unknown, and people don't like accountability when you haven't been held accountable.
And that right there is like a crazy mindset, right? For us to be afraid of the unknown, but not be afraid of the known, which is they fucking killing us out here every fucking day. I can't walk out the door without knowing if this is gonna be the last time I'm walking. Right, I go out sometimes. I do the Instacart thing, right, to get money on the side. If I'm making a delivery and it's dark outside right now, just because I'm a dark skin in outside the dark and somebody, oh, that's a black guy, I'm fearful, and they have the right to bear arms at me, right, and say I was fearful of my life, and all I'm trying to do is deliver the shit you just ordered, right? These are the things that goes on the daily, simple shit like that, right? We know this. But we're more afraid of saying, nah, let's band together and work against these people. We're more afraid of that than stepping out saying, this is the last time I'm going to see my brother, my father, my sister, my mom. Like, that's crazy.
So for the people who don't think like that, yeah. For some people, I'd rather stay stuck in the same rat race that I'm in because they don't even know they're in the rat race because they chasing false idols. They're chasing false items. They're chasing materialistic things. It's the same way how we allow other people, or we can have a black convenience store in the neighborhood, and then there's another convenience store owned by somebody else. We won't go to ours, we'll go to theirs.
Right.
You know, and that hurts because you know what? If the person who probably looks like us who owns a convenience store in their own community, that money, that dollar is going to stay in that community. The person who doesn't look like us, that money leaves the community and it's not going to come back. They don't do any back to school drives. They don't do anything to give back to the community. They take it and go support their family and their communities. Right. You know, unfortunately, we've been trained to look at each other as the op and not a brother or a sister or another family member, and that's what we got to start changing. You know,
like that's crazy. Like right now, we're all in unity, right? Because what's this weekend, right? Wakanda Forever. We're going to go see the big Wakanda movie, Black Panther, right? So y'all niggas is forming together just to go watch this fucking movie, and then when Monday roll around, y'all right back to the bullshit, right? We go look again, right? This will get, you know, this the internet. This will be, hey, B Dollar said this, now he's, you know, acting like whatever. But we're gonna go to Ling and them, right, to get our nails done, right? While we sitting in that chair getting them feet done, they start talking in their language. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they done called us a nigga every which way throughout that whole conversation. While she's smiling, oh, that good? What color? Right, talking shit, right? Or the Indian guy that does that as well. After I done left the corner store, or the white person when I told you that story about that lady when I said I'm looking for information to get a home gym for our nonprofit. Well, here you should try this location because they help, you know, kids that are less fortunate. Who the fuck said I was less fortunate? Where you get that from? Yeah.
And then this is something
we go back. We go back.
This is something I want to touch on too, because you just mentioned something about wigs and things like that. So for a lot of entrepreneurs, right, we have to pay a market value for certain things, right? So that's when we things we sell might be a little bit higher value, you know, cost a little bit more. It's because we can't get it in bulk just yet, okay? But understand this: other people who own certain, you know, beauty salons or beauty supply stores, their cousin still lives in their native land, so they could get that stuff for a whole lot cheaper and get it sent over. Right. You know, you understand that. So you have to understand, if you want to help your peoples lower the price, start buying more, start spreading their word. So therefore, if they can purchase more merchandise, more materials, so they can lower the cost, so they can compete with the other competitors. But it takes us to support us. Okay, let's remember what was that era? The Renaissance era back in Harlem. Black Harlem. That's what I want to call it. The Cotton Club and everything. It was us supporting us.
Right.
We need to go back to that. Us policing us. Keeping our neighborhood safe.
Taking your father to what the gang culture that is now, what it actually was supposed to be when it started. Not the shit going on now. That was a part of that. Taking care of our own community.
You know. I want people to do the research because, you know, the Black Panthers are the ones who originally started the WIC program because they were in the community feeding women and children. Okay, do your research. The government saw that and they had to remix it and said, nah, we got to stop that. We're going to come in and do it ourselves. And they did different regulations. But we were taking care of our own.
And make you jump through hoops to get some shit that was started for you.
You know, we need to start going back to like the barter system. If you're an electrician, go ahead now.
With the WIC and the stamps and stuff, some people really drinking it.
Oh yeah, definitely, y'all.
But it's like, I'm not mad at it because a bitch be really like wishing I had stamps. But I feel like there's people that don't even want to like not, especially if because I know there's sometimes when you have to like work for it.
Right.
There's some people that get tight when they find out they got to work for it. I'm like, bitch, if I already work. I wish they fucking give it to me. Like, what the fuck?
But that goes back to our original conversation about what's being taught.
Do shit.
Right.
Like,
and what's being taught in your home and the mindset that's being created from your parents or your guards or whoever's in charge of you that instills that mindset on you for you to feel entitled to do that.
You know, we need to go start taking care of each other. You know, like somebody's nice at being a carpenter. Somebody's nice at being an electrician. Somebody's nice at being a farmer. Somebody's a doctor. Somebody's a lawyer. Somebody, you know, we all have talent and skills, and we need to come together as a community and network and build.
Like in a Black household, sometimes I feel like you're subjected to one type of like career when you get. It's just not even. I don't even want to say career because some Black parents just feel like get a job. Like it don't even have to be like
right.
They just want you to get a fucking job.
Right.
Like, what about, okay, yes, I want to make ends meet, but what about what makes me happy? Because I don't want to get up and go to work every day if I'm fucking miserable.
Right.
So encourage me to find a passion and find my career. Don't just say, oh, well, it's paying your bills, so get it. Yes, that's okay for that time being because you have to survive. But I feel like there's not enough of that either. Find a career, find your passion, because there's too many people that just being content with just like, oh, well, it's a job, and because now you're miserable, because now you're calling out, and you mad you check $20.
Do what you love, man, and it's never worked. You might have bad days, but you know, you understand it's the cycle, and that's why you need to find your passion.
And I always toe the line with this, and we'll go to a quick break with this. I try to toe the line with this, right? Because I used to ask the question of, if I move into my adulthood, or any youth or any young man, woman, whatever, you move into your adulthood, and let's say you're not at where you should be at that moment. Like in Black culture, by the time you hit 18, between 18 and 21, you should have your whole fucking 401k plan, retirement, everything. Look, that's not a question. You better have that straight. By the time you hit 30, I don't want to hear shit. 30 in the Black culture, oh, you senior citizen. What the fuck you doing? Right? If I'm not in that place at that time, is that on me for lack of what I've done, or is that on who was supposed to set me up by the time I got to that point?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. There's no time. I don't believe in a time frame for anything.
I regret that too, of feeling like I had to have a time limit. Yes, by a certain age, certain.
There's certain. I mean, there's certain life maturities that you're supposed to have as you grow and develop, but there's certain things, like materialistic things, you don't need by a certain age.
Yeah,
I hope by the time you in your 30s, you got life insurance, you got certain things set up, or you're learning about it, and
but
you
some
know
people,
about
like you said, but some people don't know.
Right, but I said
legit, some people don't know about that or how to even go about doing that if that was something that was never taught to you beforehand.
That goes again with your experiences and who you go around and how much you want to know, and what positions you put yourself in. Again,
but then that'll be the question though. How would you know what you're supposed to be finding out for something that was never brought to your attention in the first place?
Again, this brings it back to
according to the people I associated myself with as I got older.
I was just about to say that. So that brings it around to
it's not always instilled in everyone, but as I got older, I just like, I don't know. First of all, I never hung out with anybody my age. So I was fortunate enough to have to know, like being able to like, all right, I'm supposed to have this. I'm supposed to have that. I got to do this. I got to do that. So I was fortunate to have that, but I feel like it's all in who you want to be too, because I know I didn't want to be no scum.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So I tried to put myself in those correct circles.
And it goes back to having a mentor like B-Dollar. You may not learn it in the home, but parents, there's a mentoring program or a situation that's going to teach your kids the things you didn't learn. There might be somebody out there teaching.
Not everybody put their kids in shit like that. But as we said, we can literally just
round and round on that. But then that doubles back to what we stated about the comment that was posted by Coach Rel but then again, that's only our community where we have this conversation, because I can tell you right now, my next door neighbor, they got 2 houses over here. They got the one next door to me, and they have one right across the way. And in each house, there's about 10 of them living in this house. They got the same structure as mine. There's 10 of them in here. They bring food back and forth. The elderly, they take the kids to the bus, pick them up, and they do that and in and out. And they're working together and doing that. Why is it that our community finds that to be a negative more so than a positive to get us all where we need to go?
You know, we all know the past, the history of our experiences in America, but again, we have to break that cycle. It's going to take a village of people to break that cycle and show others, this works. Find your village, find your community, because if you get small clusters of people doing it, eventually those small clusters will link up and you'll have one big conglomerate. Right. But it has to start with small clusters and little spots. We have to show it, what I'm saying, make people see it for them to believe it.
All right, so like we said, we go round and round with this conversation all night. Like I said, that's why I was like, we're gonna tailor this to one combo tonight, because this is gonna be a lot behind it, and there's gonna be a lot more. But we're gonna take a quick, I want to say like an 8-minute break. Just stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. We're gonna play the quick mix right now, and then we come back. We're gonna wrap it up with final thoughts. But yeah, man, it's a special Friday. It's Veterans Day. It's the weekend. We here.
11/11.
We got the Nicki Minaj mix in the background with the blossom flowers and the candlelight and the I meant to point out, you did that ever so eloquently with the coal on top for it to get charred up for your next session.
It's the publicity. She's not getting no plug on here. She's not paying us. Don't shout that bitch out. Let me move this.
Wait, what are we talking about? Oh man, look, as we talk about us being angry at each other. Look, as we talk about being angry at each other. Just go off.
Tell them why you mad.
Model Citizen J, if you please hit us and let them know what's coming up.
It's a new day, but it's the same tune. You already know what's going down. The kids can be up. It's a Friday. It's a Veterans Day. We feeling good. We celebrating the veterans. So I need y'all to get up, get your drink, get your 2-step on, grab your lady, because you know what? The $B mini mix is going down right about now.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on. It's showtime.
You saying, yo? Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While I'm in the club, like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. Type of nigga that'll slap you with the tulio. Bitch, nigga scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she shake it make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top mistress in the banging bitches and videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Style like my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you fucking with lyrical player pros. Do like you really that. Wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straightforward, wildin' in the place to be.
Shorty, let me hit her. I put it on Twitter. Shorty, let me hit her. I put it on Twitter. I was spending cash, man. I put it on Twitter. I was spending cash, man. I put it on Twitter. She said, homie was a tricker. He put it on Twitter. Follow that. Put your number in my blog. I'ma holler back. Number in my blog. I'ma holler back. You know how I do it. I put put it on Twitter. You should've saw a face when I opened up my zipper. You think I need a pill cause I got a little tummy. Now I'm thicker than a dill pickle, baby. Good money. Hello, MySpace, honey, with a Facebook hook. Both came to my place, show me how they face look. Then I got this IM from my little AIM chick. She came through later, we did the same shit. Hell nah, I don't trick, but this one right here is special. I had to change my mood to that horny little devil. Away message told my buddy, that's where I put it. My Twitter blog said to follow me to get the footage. You can see the way I did it, how I hit it when I spin it. Smack it up and then I flip it, rub it down like Michael Bivin. There's more store, baby girl, it's don't need a beginning. She started going in when I started signing in there. Shorty, let me hit her. I put it on Twitter. Shorty, let me hit her. I put it on Twitter. I was spending cash, man. I put it on Twitter. I was spending cash, man. I put it on Twitter. She said,
DJ the podcast every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Let's
Welcome
go.
to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle.
This week we're on a special Friday. Shout out to all the veterans out there.
Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Well.
Yep.
Yeah. I asked her where she wanna be when she 25. She turned around and looked at me and she said alive. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Well.
Black axle rolls, move halves and holes. Come down to the jungle, just ask for hoes. Move blocks and squares, move apples and pears. Work pots and pans, just to copy some airs. My uncle died, my daddy did too. Paralyzed by the pain, I could barely move. My nephew gone, my heart is torn. Sometimes I look to the sky, ask why I was born. My faith in God, every day is hard, every night is worse. That's why I pray so hard.
Why I pray so hard? This is crazy, God. Just when I thought I had everything, I lost it all. So case a ride, get a case a ride. Let it taste the pain before it goes too far.
My dreams is big, reality setting. Let off a clip from an automatic weapon. Two shots in the door, it died in Vegas. Though it fought so hard, I knew it wouldn't make it. I'm a tortured soul, I live in disguise. Rest in peace to the leader of the Jackson 5. I died in my sleep, I'm still big pimping. I ball at the mall, beginning of the ending. Where the fuck is the sun? It's been a while, mama look at your son. What happened to my smile? My tears is tatted, my rag in my pocket. I'm just looking for love, I know somebody got it. She's paid for the pain.
Music. Let's go. Lights, cameras, action. Come on. Lights, cameras, action. You did. Lights, cameras, action. Uptown. Lights, cameras, action. You did. Queens, Brooklyn. Come on. Lights, cameras, action. You did. Lights, cameras, action. Come on. Okay. Lights, camera, action. You did. Red over, said streets to red over. I won't stop until I'm in the Red Rover. Streets and bros about to take the game over. Like Drake said in his song, we ain't stopping till it's over. We got the Bronx on our shoulders. Our beats be like food and we treat it like vultures. Shit, I got the mind of a madman. Why be good with chicks, always let a bad man. I be out of my swag, call me a rude boy. Now haters call me a jerk like I'm a new boy. Yeah, I'm from the Bronx where the Yankees play. And I used to be quiet, but I got some things to say. I'm so fly, they should pay me to walk. Won't stop to the point that they pay me to talk. I got my ways from New York, I'm on my New York shit. And where I'm from, we don't talk unless we do that shit. Lights, cameras, action. Come on. Lights, cameras, action. You did. Lights, cameras, action. Come on. Lights, cameras, action. You did. Lights, cameras, action. Come on. Lights, cameras, action. You did. Lights, cameras, action. Come on. Lights, camera, action. You did.
Red over, send Bronx to red over. A beast slasher, you when you call me the King Cobra. I'm a heavyweight, you low, niggas featherweight. My balls is like bullets, one hit, your soul 11. Back and forth, and back to rock, then the cab attack. Streets killed it first, Bronx problem, I ain't have to rap. You see a master, that is shaking like a rattlesnake. The teacher call a shot, how you flipping like an acrobat. They get a chain, see it's my job, I go to work. Star on these tracks, so I'm known as Captain Kirk. You know niggas make the lollipop shit. I got goons, one bitch, bet mommy pop quick. I got you slipping, now you tripping like a fiend. Call my ratchet young Joe, and it make you show the lean. Not a game from the Bronx, I really do it. I add the problem to the name, I go ham. I thought you knew.
I swag make them say wow, I flow make them say damn. And we don't get crazy no more, we go ham. We go ham, we go ham. A new definition of crazy is go ham. I swag make them say wow, I flow make them say damn. And we don't get crazy no more, we go ham. We go ham, we go ham. A new definition of crazy is go ham. Go ham, go ham. Make them say wow, my flow make them say damn. And from that I you already know who I am.
B to the XP, R to the OB, LE, M like bombs about to blow. You already know, swag surfing where you wave at. My boss is a beast, animal control, cage that. Let's get it clear, you're now rocking with the best of them. Bums take a L on both that W, meffing them. Streets, let them know I'm not the one for the chit chat. I spaz and go ham like an alky for a 6-pack. I'm automatic and on point. Steve Nash, De Niro, rapping that fatty. Yeah, I'm talking cash. Cash rules everything around me. Gotta get that, get a bone. I wanna be like Bronx. Wish that, now go ham like Tara did to that nigga Roy Prob. Go ham like the speakers did. The soldier boy, told the boy. Now I gotta show the boy he can. Too sweet to go ham. I'm a joy. I'm a G. I play the front like the general. Known to go ham and black out like Hannibal.
You rocking with the best, RTJ the podcast. This is the DJ B Dollar Mini Mix of the week. We actually showing love to some of the outside artists this week. Shout out to Street.
I be in the club, I be in the club, I be in the club, like, I be in the club, I be in the club, I be in the club, like, I be in the club, I be in the club, I be in the club, like, I be in the club, like, hold up, first bottles on me, shout to get a cup. I be in the club pouring Henny on the floor. She's a beast, quick to come around with Henny's on the floor. Cause an alcoholic, you can smell the Henny from her pores. If I give a little bit, you know she asks for plenty more. I never been the type to spend a penny on a hoe. If I do, then I feel like I'll be bending on the low. She said she wanna take me home, give me a massage. She said she feel the power from the Henny in the car. The shorty try to stick me with a hickey in the car, but I'm looking for a quickie from a Nicky or Minaj. She really try to catch a nigga slipping on his dog. When she started giving before we entered the garage, and I tell her, hold up, I be in the club like, I be getting fucked up, I be feeling so nice. I think I might stay for the whole night. When I'm in the spot, hold it up high. I be in the club pouring Henny on the floor. I be in the club pouring Henny on the floor. I be in the club pouring Henny on the floor. Pouring Henny on the floor. Body on the check.
We heard the party's in there, so we step up in the spot, squad deep in the club like, yeah. Sexy ladies everywhere, so we walking over there, hands up in the air like, yeah. We heard this was the spot, so you know we came to rock, came to dance and get live like, yeah. Party's in there, so we step up in the spot, squad deep in the club like, yeah. Sexy ladies everywhere, so we walking over there. Yo, we back. So that was the DJ B Dollar Mini Mix of the week. Shout out to some of the illest unsigned artists that I know. Streets got a problem, BX problem, Streets killing it out there in the Bronx, the Home Squad, my homie Real Right Well. That was some of the people I met a few years ago when I used to do the unsigned artist thing in the city. You know, we would put on the showcases and everything. That was some dope artists there. So that was some of their old stuff right there, but it still ring off. Talented brothers, definitely check them out. YouTube, you know, all the platforms. They got a bunch of shit out there that's dope. We cut the mix kind of short today because we're a little pressed for time and real heavy with the conversation. Now, Don, you be having me rolling in the back. So when I post up the time, that's just instead of putting like 1 minute, I just put but that's what it means when I'm writing that. But you know, we won't hold that against you. You're a little hanging off. You're a little hanging off the mix right now. So
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna leave it alone until we was behind the scenes. But you know, he wanted to bring it up. It be your own people's.
So confused. I was
that's what we talk about, right? It be our own people.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's that me. But yeah, we're gonna jump right. I guess this just flows right into, you know, the feelings that we've been having on the conversation tonight. Obviously one of the favorites of the people here. So y'all already know what it is.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, cause I'm black.
So y'all already know what it is, man. This segment, Unapologetically Black. Basically, whatever's been pissing us off, what's been on our shoulders, and you know, we want to express how we really feel about it. This is the time and the platform to do so. And everybody else, you only got two things you can do: listen and like it. And if you got a problem with it, you take the left cheek, you take the right cheek, and kiss my whole entire ass. Because, like Miss Dime said, I said what I said. So Miss Dom, do you want to kick us off this week with what is rubbing you the wrong way?
Y'all wanna know something? I don't have anything that's bothering me this week.
Well, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nobody
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We actually applaud that very much so that everything is even keel on your side of town. So, you know, I love being angry and cursing niggas out, but sometimes, you know, I want to have a lovely day. A lovely day. So, you know, well, Model Citizen J, what you got?
I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I was going to piggyback off of Dom. Like, my week's been pretty chill, pretty good. But you know what? It's called Unapologetically Black for a reason. So I could find something, you know, I could conjure up. You know, I've been Zen-like, but, you know, there's a yin and a yang. You know, you got to keep it balanced. So, I guess I could be mad at, you know, or upset at, or just have to speak about people having a problem with somebody being themselves. Listen, if nobody's hurting you, bothering you, or messing up your money, messing with your family, messing with your food, let somebody be. Let them be how they be. If they got long hair, short hair, red hair, yellow hair, green hair, moving how they move, let them move how they move. All right? Don't bother nobody. Stay in your lane, and they stay in their lane. Life will be good. And that's about it. That's my only beef.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm gonna be short and sweet, man. But you already kind of heard it throughout the conversation. All you black people just pissing me the fuck off. that's pretty much where I'm at with it right now. Pick a fucking side. You either gonna be against the machine or you gonna be for the machine. Right now, I'm standing on the side of the against the machine. I don't give a goddamn if it's Kanye, if it's Kyrie, if it's your Uncle Bob, your Aunt Jessie, your grandma Bernstein that got half a knee and only 4 teeth left. I don't give a fuck. Whoever starts the conversation that says, no, this is not the way it goes. This is actually the way it goes. And here, this is where you can go to research that for yourself and make your own assessment of it. But I'm not going to shoot you down for trying to get my people in the right place and position that we're supposed to be. So everybody that's doing that, I'm sorry, but you's a bunch of coon ass niggas. And you are part of the problem. And I, for one, if I can be the fake GM of the Black Coalition, I'm trading your ass to the other side. Because if you ain't ready, you showing your true colors. When it's time to ride, you showing what side you going to choose. If you get in that bank and you living comfortable with those people, that's where you going to stand. You going to take the LeBron stance and be like, I don't support, you know, talking bad about Massa because Massa
it's giving Uncle Ruckus.
Massa done gave me a nice bed to sleep in out the front. I don't want to be in the field with the rest of you niggas. Nah, we ain't doing that. Pick a fucking side. LeBron, I'm sorry, I ain't never had nothing negative to say about you, you know, since, what was it, 2010 when you burned my Knicks and then want to come play for the Knicks. I was calling you all types of names. I was just mad at that. But I ain't never had nothing bad to say about LeBron ever in life. But on this one, I can't really rock with you on that. Shaq, you a whole 7-foot asshole for what you said. And anybody else that's speaking out against and not really in support of also how they're publicly lynching this man right now with, hey, you got to meet with this leader and you got to show compassion for this. Where's the compassion for the shit that happens to my people every fucking day? Now, he made that point. For all this energy y'all got, where y'all with that same energy when George Floyd was getting choked out on the floor?
Where was the coverage for y'all and we take a stand and say right and they got to do this and the police should be this? It was
right. None of that. Where's the cancel? Where's the cancel this police station because they keep hiring cops that keep doing this particular behavior? Right? Your comeback to that is, well, it ain't all cops, and you know, if you don't want to, you know, believe in the police, why don't you call a crackhead when you like? What are you talking about, bro?
That's fine.
I didn't say get rid of all police. I said get rid of the crooked fucking ones, or get rid of the ones that are afraid to speak up just because the code of like fuck all that. Like what?
We'll call them meth head uncles when shit goes left. That's what they
like shit. Wow. Like I heard shit about the people that stormed the White House or the Capitol, whatever the fuck they was doing. I don't hear shit about that story no more. But we talking about Kyrie posting a poster of a movie he did not create, nor did he put any words and context behind it. He just posted it.
You would have thought that nigga executive produced it the way they
starred and acted and starred in the motherfucker. Had a whole Broadway play about it, right? We have someone made a point the other day, right? We're mad at Kyrie posting this picture, but yet there's no backlash at Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, that has this fucking book and movie up on Amazon where you can get it from.
Yep.
Which might I add, I put it in my cart. I'm trying to get this motherfucker before they take it down because I want to see what's up. But the fact is, we mad at him, but we're not mad at all the outlets that still play the shit and sell the shit where we can get it from. They was like, the numbers have just boasted for this particular project since, no, it did not. It's boasted because the shit is up there for you to buy it. If you don't want it, take it down, right? R. Kelly was out here wilding, which I did. Y'all removed his music, no?
Yep.
The baby came out here and said crazy shit about the I don't even want to say all the letters wrong, but he said something wrong, which I did. Y'all cut his ass off. You can't perform, right? So why is it not the same thing? If you got some shit that's out there that's gonna affect individuals, why are you not removing it so that Kyrie can't repost it? How about that? You cut me off for saying bitch on fucking Facebook. Oh no, this goes against the guidelines. You can't post that shit. What? They say shit and fuck all over TV. I said, bitch, I can't post that. But you can post. You can still have that up on Amazon and all the other shit. That's still like, get the fuck out of here with that. Pick a side. That's all I'm saying. That's my rant for the day.
Hey, sound good to me.
You know what? I'm gonna leave this up to you. Right? Do we want to give an award this week? Do we feel that it's foolish enough to warrant an award this week?
We can skip an award.
Okay. So we're gonna give y'all Negroes a break today.
We're gonna give y'all a break.
Model Citizen J. Well, real quick, just give us one thing in particular, entertainment wise, something to enlighten our minds or keep us entertained. Real quick.
Right now, man. Like I said, I'm reading. I got back on it. I don't know if you can see it. The Art of War.
Yeah, we see it.
Pick up your book, man. Study your lessons. That's all I'm gonna say. Pick up the book, study the lessons, cycle through it. If you don't like reading, man, just jump on YouTube, man. You can listen to the audiobook for free. You ain't even gotta buy it. You ain't even gotta download it. Just jump on YouTube, listen to it while you're in the car, while you're working out. Get right. Another thing, this is the affirmation for the week. This is something for you to just, drop on your mind, you know what I'm saying, to hold you down, stop apologizing for taking up space and expressing your feelings. Be who you are, man. If you're in a room where you can't express who you are and what you feel and how you feel, and you not feel comfortable about it, or somebody else feels uncomfortable and they don't respect it, because your real friends will respect it. They might not like it, but they'll respect it. If they can't do that, then you're in the wrong room. Change the room. Get out the room. That's not the room you're supposed to be in. Okay? Because you shouldn't have to apologize for how you feel. And as long as you express yourself in a respectable way, listen, stay in that room. Be in that room. That's the room you're supposed to be in if people understand you. If not, again, get up and skedaddle. You are who you are. You wasn't made with any imperfection. God, the universe, whoever you serve, didn't start making mistakes. All right? And it didn't start with you. So you good. All right? And that's how you're going to take care of yourself this week.
I'm with that. Just real quick, Ms. Down, do you have anything to add? So yeah, man, y'all already know it was a special day this week. We came to y'all live on a Friday. Like you said, we didn't want to keep y'all hanging. Again, shout out to all the veterans out there. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Wakanda Day. Happy KD3 Day for all the Nas fans out there. The album is super fire. I'm only halfway through it right now, but every track so far has been on heavy rotation. I'm already like, I'm gonna repeat this one. Miss Dom, I don't give a goddamn what you say. Nas sampled the 5 Heartbeats. Therefore, they are a real R&B group. So you heard it.
You heard it. I played the sample before we got on.
My ass, they are.
Is there a heart in the house tonight?
I am going to go on a viral tour to say somebody need to find 5 heartbeats so they can go on tour right now so I can buy tickets. And you going?
Is there a house in the heart tonight?
Is there a house in the heart tonight? Now you messing up the damn lyrics. They will back me up. You messing up the lyrics.
My bad. I'm tired.
Oh man, but y'all already know, man, how we close it out with a prayer. To send us off on a good note. So if you're all by your heads with me. Precious Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for giving us this platform to speak our minds and speak from our hearts. Hopefully, there's something today you heard that was enlightening. There is a lot going on in the world right now that is pitting us all against each other, and that is not the way we move forward. The only way we move forward is coming together as a community, as a culture, and as a people, understanding our truths, where we are supposed to be in life, and what is going to help us get there. And if that's uncovered in deep, dark secrets that need to be turned around and put in context the way it was supposed to be, then I'm all for it. I will always support that. God never gives us more than we can bear in this life. The truth is out there, and it starts with learning our word, being attached to God, and stepping into our purpose. Be great in what you are. Be whatever it is that you feel that you want to be in life, but understand, is that in accordance to why you were created? Because we were all created for a reason, and it's not to hate. It was all done in love. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you, everybody that tapped in. Again, I know this wasn't a normal night, so if you did stop through, shout us a quick holla in here. Came through just to watch 30 seconds of it. Whatever the case is, we appreciate you. We love y'all. We will be back next week. Regular scheduled time, scheduled place, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Please go to YouTube, subscribe, like the video, share with your friend. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those subscriptions up. Hit the website, RTJthebrand.com. Make sure you follow everybody on social media. By this time, you should have everybody's names down, whoever everybody be. Miss Dime, she's almost about to crack 3 million followers on TikTok or some shit. I don't know. So make sure y'all click the follow on that while she does her videos with the flower bouquet back there with the setup that she says for her videos and shit.
Yeah.
And all that.
Before we jump off.
That, it just looks cute.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Before we jump off, I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody who be listening to us internationally through the Anchor app.
Facts.
Right? Yo,
facts.
Shout out to y'all, yo, Dom. You don't even be knowing, son, because we didn't get a chance to post it in the group chat, yo. We got people out there, Journey fam, all the way out in Spain, Australia, Germany, the Dominican Republic.
Right, we go out the country too. It ain't just you. We out the country too.
Yo, it's mad places, yo, and I'm mad I can't shout everybody out. Chile, Jamaica. Yo, we heavy. We run up the
shout out to motherfucking Miles and Jay. Shout out to motherfucking Miss Dime. And shout out to motherfucking DJ B Dollar. Because, like I said, we posted it. We just hit a motherfucking 1K plays on the podcast. So y'all kiss our ass. We coming up. We on the rise. Y'all already know it don't matter. I'm cursing after I prayed, but we happy out here. And that's what we doing, cuz.
The Lord know
that's
your
what
heart.
We doing, cuz.
The Lord know your heart. But yeah, just thank you.
Let me know that.
Listen, just help us keep running up the numbers, spreading up this message, man. It's good entertainment, man. And trust me, next week we're gonna have something dope for y'all, man. Trust me.
Right. I will put it in the air. We will have a special guest next week in the building. I goofed up this week. We're transparent. We own that. We goofed up, but we definitely gonna have a special guest in the building. It's gonna be a great conversation with this brother. But you'll see the promotion for that throughout the week. So pay attention. Click and subscribe, everything. RTJ the brand. Miss Dime, are you ever going to change your name on Instagram or something, or are you just going to keep it like that? Because I'm trying to tell people to follow you, but you know, I don't know if it's dash or dash or underscore.
Triple dash.
Like, I don't know. Is it triple underscore?
Yes.
Okay, triple underscore Dominique.
Yes, but
I'm
spelling my name D-O-M-I.
Wait, who did that?
What?
My name is spelled with an E.
Hey, who spell your name D-O-M-I?
Some people, that's probably how they trying to type it in.
Oh, well, they, you know what I mean? They don't know
We're going to fix that next time we up here. We're going to fix that.
It's
so they know how to find it.
Matter of fact, I'm going to start with like my name at the bottom.
Well, yeah, put it in
exactly.
there. Well, they know you well enough as Miss Dom now. You ain't got to put it there like that. Or just put your handle so they can follow you.
Yeah, I'm just going to start putting my handle because it makes
things easier.
That's it. But like we said, we thank y'all. We see y'all next week. Y'all already know it's never about the destination. It's always about the journey. And try as they may, they will never be RTJ.
It's 3 the hard way. 3 the hard way with DJ V Dollar, Miss Di, and Model Citizen J. It's RTJ the podcast.